Hello everybody, here we present another episode of English from VIOL Ramakrishna Math. We continue with the topic of model auxiliaries, where usually students have many doubts and they are exactly not able to understand or differentiate between two or three of them. So then to make these concepts clear, we present this episode to you. Today we have a group of students with us. Let's talk to them. Four of them we know. We have one more who has joined us just now. Let's talk to her and find out what she is doing and what exactly her problems are. Hello. What's your name and what are you doing?
My name is Chaitanya.
Yes.
I'm studying LLB.
You're doing LLB, Chaitanya.
Yes.
Oh yeah, very nice. Chaitanya, why do you want to learn English?
Do you improve my English learning and communication skills?
To improve English and communication skills. So do in courts you have to use a lot of English? So in future when you start practicing, you need this English in court proceedings also. All right. So what exactly are the problems now? So as they were telling, so some will and can, and we discussed those. Then today, what exactly do you have in mind? What can we discuss and what do you want to know? What do you want to
What is
learn?
the difference where we have to use will and would?
Most of these model auxiliaries we can categorize as formal and informal, depending upon whom we are talking to and where we are talking. Based on that, we can make a choice of model auxiliaries. Alright, so as I was telling you earlier also, will and can, they are a bit lower when it comes to terms of politeness, whether it is a request or a permission, alright, or when you want to ask somebody to do something. This could and would are bit on the higher side. They make the sentence politer. Alright, so when you're talking to seniors, you're talking to elders, or maybe you're talking to somebody in the office, and then we start making use of this could and would more than can and will. Apart from this, would has its own usage that I will tell you now where and how we can make use of this would. In the first place, we can make use of would when we imagine a situation, when we want to say that something is unreal, which cannot be real in the present, and we imagine something in the present. For this kind of imagination and something which is unreal, we make use of this would. For example, I would buy this car. So when you say I would buy this car, it makes the sentence a bit on the imagination side or unreal. What could be, why should this be an imagination? How can it be unreal?
We can't.
Because
It is.
It is a problem of money.
all right, maybe we have some problem of money. Our budget is not that much. The car is maybe costly and we cannot afford this kind of a car. So then I would buy this car. So then depending upon the money we have, the budget we have, so then that makes it unreal. Okay. What would you do in my position? And now I'm asking you, what would you do in my position? So what is the imagination? What is the unreality here?
Buying a car.
No, this one. Second example.
I am in your position. That is
Is it possible? Can you be in my place? Can I be in your place? No, that is not possible. So here, what would you do in my position? Because it is unreal. It is an imagination. We are making use of would. Here, what can you do in my position? All right, what will you do in my position? These kind of modal auxiliaries will be wrong because can and will don't talk about imagination. They don't talk about unreal. It is the would which talks about the unreal. So here we cannot make use of this can and will. All right. Now the next example is in a perfect India. All right. nobody would be poor. Now again this is going to the same situation. Why Chandrasekhar? Why this is imagination?
And maybe
Yeah, we can.
it be possible or not?
Right. It may or may not be possible that there is not even a single poor person in our country. So then that has to be perfect India. So in a perfect India, nobody would be poor. But as of now, when we think of this, it seems very unnatural, very unreal in imagination. How can there be not even a single poor person? So that's why when we talk about a situation where you imagine something, when something is unreal, then we make use of this would. Can you make some imaginary situation like this?
I would be a doctor.
I would be a doctor. All right. Yes. Why can Sainath or Jayashri or Chaitanya, can you tell why does she say I would be a doctor?
Maybe she cannot afford that much of money to be.
And
Okay, maybe she cannot afford that course, or
She did not choose.
maybe she doesn't have BPC in intermediate. All right, maybe she did not take BPC. Now it has become unreal for her. Now she cannot be a doctor. Yes, right. So to talk about such kind of situations, we make use of this would. Have you understood?
And this would is a past tense of will. Is there any tense for it? Would is any will, past tense of will, any relation will and would.
See, when we talk about these modal auxiliaries and to say that one is present, past or future like this, what we do in the other verbs, alright, like for example, teach is present, taught is past, play is present, played is past, do, does present, did is past. The same kind of division we cannot do with modal auxiliaries, but yes, when you talk about reported speech, when you talk about indirect or reported speech, there very clearly we say that will is, then would is the past tense of will and could is the past tense of can when it is in inverted commas. Alright. For example, you say that so for example, your friends tell you that I won't attend the program. Now this inverted commas, I won't attend this program, then this won't can be like this. So then my friend told me that yet he or she wouldn't attend the program. So only in this condition I can't come with you. So she said that she couldn't come with me. Only in reported speech we can say that would, could are the past tense of will and can, but if you take them as modal auxiliaries, they have their own meaning and usage. We really don't think of them in terms of this is present and that is past, because will we have seen is only future. So then would cannot be the past tense of will, all right, because will has no imagination, would has this imagination. The second one is when we imagine a situation in the past, when some situation is unreal, when some situation is unreal in the past, then with this would we make use of have. Then with this would we make use of this have, and after have we can make use of a verb in the third form. All right. For example, she wouldn't have reached her goal. Now this is wouldn't and this is have and V3. She wouldn't have reached her goal. Now again this is imagination. This is unreal. So this is unreal. What is the reality? Did she reach her goal? She wouldn't have reached her goal is unreal. So what is the reality of this?
She reached her goal.
She reached
reached
the
her
goal.
goal.
So she wouldn't have reached is an unreal situation. Okay, so what is the reality? That she has already reached her goal. So she wouldn't have reached her goal is unreal, which means that she has reached. Maybe her parents encouraged her. Her parents encouraged her and she reached her goal. That is the reality. What is the unreal situation? If the parents had not encouraged, then she wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
reached
reached
the
the
goal. Yes. Similarly, if you say, I wouldn't have reached on time. I wouldn't have reached here on time. But that is unreal. What is the reality? You reached on time. Maybe, alright, Chandrasekhar
Somebody
was
dropped
standing
him.
there and he saw Sainath on a bike. He asked for a lift and then he came with Chandrasekhar and then he managed to come in time. If he had waited for auto or a bus, he might have been late. So then, I wouldn't have reached in time. I wouldn't have reached here is unreal. It is imagination. The reality is he reached in time. So when there is no have, it is a situation, imaginary situation in the present. When there is a have and V3, it is an imagination situation in the past. So these two differences, do you understand? Is it clear now? Now, let's move.
I wouldn't have spoken well
Yes, I
if
wouldn't
I
have
get.
spoken well. Alright, yes, right. Then you are here.
Yes.
You have joined here. What is the unreal situation for that? I wouldn't have joined. I wouldn't have joined here. But you got the information from your friends, some spoken English courses there and you joined. Otherwise, you can say, I wouldn't have joined here. Alright? Yes. So, with have and V3, imaginary situation in the past. With only first verb, it is imagination situation in the present. When you have some intention, when you have some desire to do something, you think, you plan of doing something or becoming something, then this intention, this desire, we express with the help of would. Example,
I would become a teacher.
right, I would become a teacher. Now when he says I would become a teacher, it expresses his wish or the desire, or it clarifies the intention that he wants to be a teacher. So I would become a teacher. Yes, other example.
I would learn English rather than to sit at home.
No, we are not using any comparison here. Only what is your intention, what is your desire or your wish.
I would like to be a government employee.
Yes, I would like to be a government employee. And then she has started her efforts for that. She's taking coaching and it is her intention, desire or wish to be a government employee. That's right. Yes. Any other example? Anybody?
I would like to have coffee.
Alright. Now, okay. So now it is your desire that I would like to have some coffee, or you can say I would like to have some tea. Okay. Yes.
I would like to become a good teacher.
Yes, I would like to become a good teacher. All right. Yes, or you want to say, I would study abroad. I would study abroad. Then it comes under your wish that you want to study abroad. It is but you will say, I would study abroad, but I would not settle. I would not settle abroad. So it is not your intention or desire to settle. Maybe you just want to go study and come back. So I would study abroad, but I would not settle abroad. So that is this kind of wish, or you can make use of this would. Is it clear? Are you getting it? Okay. Now we move on to the next one. To express polite request. So request we can make with the help of can, request we can make with the help of will, but then this would is a bit higher. This would is a bit higher in status, in hierarchy. It comes above this can and will when you want to make a request. When you are among yourselves, your friends, and if you know each other, alright, Chetan, if you don't have a pen, and you want to ask her, then how will you ask for a pen?
Please give me
Please give me your pen, or can you give me your pen? Alright. Now, Lalita, you want some help from Jayashri. How will you ask?
Can you help me?
Right, can you help me or will you help
Will you
me?
help me?
So when we know people and there's no formality, and right, and we need not follow any protocol, then we simply use with can and will. But then when there is some formality, some protocol to be followed, then it is better to make use of this would. For example, would you drop me at the crossroads? So now you are making a request to a person whom you are not very close to, all right, and then you cannot take liberty and chances. Then would you drop me, sorry, would you drop me at crossroads? Then it will make it a politer request. Yes.
Would you please explain this lesson again?
Yes. Would you please explain this
Explain.
lesson again? Because she's talking to a teacher, then she would say, would you please explain this lesson again?
Again.
Now, if you want to ask the same point, Chandrasekhar, if she wants to say the same point to Sainath, now they are classmates, and if she wants to ask him, she was absent, and then how will she say? She's asking me and she, would you explain this point again? Alright, if she wants to ask Lalita or Chaitanya, how can she ask? Very nice. Will you explain this point to me?
Other,
Because they are friends and they know each other.
Otherwise,
alright?
can you explain,
Then you can explain it to one another and each other. Then you can use this will.
Will.
Yes. Other examples would.
Would I join this course? I am asking to teacher.
But then no, you are not making a request.
I would like to have some tea.
Alright, would you? Alright, then you are expressing your wish. If you say, I would like to have some tea, you are expressing your wish.
Would you like to join a party?
Alright, would you join us? Would you join us in the party? Alright, so you are having a party, you want to offer the invitation to somebody, but that is under some invitation also. Alright, Sainath, here we have one category of invitation. When you invite, you offer an invitation. So that sentence we can put there also. Yes.
what
Otherwise-
would you like to have?
Right. What would, but that's offer no, you're making. What
Yeah.
would you like to have?
Would you like to take cup of coffee?
You request somebody. Yes. Would you hold my bag, please? So when you're traveling in a bus, you don't know the co-passengers. People are sitting, and just you see one person, and you have a very heavy bag. So would you hold my bag?
bag.
So make a request. Make a request. Right? Would you give me another chance? All right. Would you give me another chance? Make a request. All right. Would you allow me to leave half an hour early? So all this is a way of making a request to somebody in a very politer way. Now the next one. To express choice. So here we can express choice. So when we have two options, all right, and we have a first preference and the second preference, and when we compare these two preferences, then we make use of this word to express a choice. For example, I would rather cook than eat out. Chaitanya, what are the two choices I have here? I have two options. First option is
Cook.
either
Cook
I
and
can cook or
eat out.
I can eat out. So I have two options, either I can cook or I can eat out. But then what is my preference? What do I want to do more? In when you
Cook.
compare cook and eat out, what do I want to do more? Yes, this would be my first choice. This is my first preference and this is my second preference or the second choice. So when you want to express this kind of choice or comparison, then we make use of this would along with this rather. Not always, we can manage without that also. So the first one is the first choice, second one is the second choice. So I would rather cook than eat out. So Jayashree, earlier when you were making a sentence like this, then here you have to make that sentence so that it can express some kind of a choice. Yes, your sentence.
I would prefer than coffee.
I would prefer
Coffee than
to.
tea.
Okay.
Prefer them.
I would prefer. What is your first choice?
Coffee.
Alright. I would prefer coffee
Coffee than
than tea.
tea.
Yes. So now here you have to see this. I am using than, and Chandrasekhar is also making use of the than and making the same kind of sentence. But here I have used rather. You are using prefer. So
Prefer.
then a common error is when you make use of this prefer, this than becomes wrong. So in this place of this than, you have to make use of to. So I would prefer coffee to tea. So when you have this combination of would rather we can say then. But when we have prefer, then we have to make use of to.
To.
Yes? Can you give some more examples when you want to make a choice?
I would rather learn English than to sit at home.
Okay. I would rather learn English than to sit at home. Alright, Jayshree, you're almost there. But again, one more error has come up here. There is no to. Don't use any to. So I would rather learn something or do something. I would rather do something than sit at home. There you should not make use of this to. This to is also wrong. Yes. Any other?
I would prefer like to see English movies.
Oh, you are using prefer also and like also. No, only one word. And you must have two options. One is see movie. Other option, other choice.
English movies or Telugu movies.
So see English movie or Telugu movie. Which is the first preference?
English.
Really? Okay, because you are learning English, so you want to. Right. Now make a sentence. Either you say rather and this, or prefer, or this, but not like this. So, right, sign up, make a sentence.
I would English movie.
No, we need a verb also. I would rather watch. I would rather watch English movie than Telugu movie. Alright. Chaitanya, can you convert the same sentence like this? English movie and Telugu movie with prefer. I would prefer English movies.
Or Telugu.
Oh.
Then Telugu.
To.
Right. So I would prefer English movie to Telugu movie. So when you say prefer, it is to. When you say rather than, it is rather, this is than. Okay. Then the last one, to make invitation. So when you want to make an invitation to somebody, there also we make use of this would. Like you were saying, would you join us for lunch? So then, would you join us for lunch? So you are going for a lunch and you see one of your colleagues and then you say, okay, would you join us for lunch? Right, like this. Can you give some more examples of invitation?
Would you come to the party?
Yes. Would you come to the party?
I would like to invite.
Yes.
I would like to invite.
No, directly you have to invite. Would you come to, right, would you come to my house? Or would you come to my housewarming ceremony? Would you join our team? Would you be in our team? So like this, we can make use of this invitation. So then broadly what we have to remember here is, would is politer than will, alright? And it talks about choice, it talks about invitation, making a polite request, and when you imagine a situation in the present or in the past. So for these certain aspects, we can make use of would and then we don't prefer will. Hope you have understood this concept. Hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you.